Buenas, seguimos por donde habíamos dejado en The Witcher 3 y hoy vamos a darle unas buenas horas de cañita al juego. Tenemos ahí varias misiones secundarias, tenemos una caza de monstruos y por ahora vamos a seguir con la trama principal para subir un poco de nivel, ya que las otras misiones sí que nos tienen nivel un poco más alto del que debemos. Así que nada, vamos a ir hacia Beacobo Bianco y examina el cadáver que guardaron en la bodega. Es una pelea, tengo que darme prisa. A ver qué ha pasado aquí. Ah, en el viñedo este. ¿Qué coño ha pasado aquí? La bestia. What? Hostia. Vale, primero vamos a venir aquí.
Muck carried the body in his cart.
Parece que vamos a encontrarnos a la bestia más pronto.
Muck carried the body in his cart.
No sé. Por aquí.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs.
Y por aquí no hay nada más.
Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be.
Un vampiro. Opcional, lee la entrada del bestiario de Lamias para prepararte para el combate. Vale, ¿dónde está el este? Misiones, glosario. Vale. Nosotros lo que queremos es el bestiario de las Lamias, ¿puede ser? Bestiario Lamias. Lamias estarán por vampiros. Aquí está, Lamias. Eficaz cuando luchas contra este monstruo. La magia Irden, sangre negra, aceite para vampiros y polvo lunar. Si tienes que atravesar un bosque, aléjate de cualquier lugar donde puedas oír los trinos de varios pájaros al mismo tiempo. Ese sonido significa que estás adentrándote en el territorio de una lamia y que tu vida pende de un hilo. Afortunadamente para todos nosotros, las lamias son criaturas poco comunes. Muchas viven apartadas de los núcleos de población, pues su principal preocupación es su propia seguridad y utilizan como guaridas lugares donde no puedan cogerlas por sorpresa. Las que deciden vivir cerca de los hombres evitan las multitudes y emergen de sus refugios solo por la noche. Cuando lo hacen, uno podría confundirlas con viajeras apuradas que se apresuran por llegar a su alojamiento nocturno. Aunque hay sutiles detalles que las delatan: su estrecho vínculo con los pájaros, sus voces chillones y la vertiginosa velocidad de sus movimientos. Las lamias son mucho más veloces y muy fuertes que los humanos, pero su recurso más importante es la capacidad de hacerse invisibles. Las lamias pueden desplazarse de un sitio a otro en un abrir y cerrar de ojos, y puesto que tienen la capacidad de hacerse invisibles, pueden confundir a su enemigo con facilidad y atacarlos de improviso o por la retaguardia. Así pues, la bomba polvo lunar resulta de gran ayuda cuando se lucha contra este tipo de vampiros, aunque no puede contrarrestar la invisibilidad de la lamia por completo. Hace más fácil seguir la pista de sus movimientos. Impregnar generosamente la espada con aceite para vampiros es también una ayuda eficaz cuando se lucha contra este tipo de monstruos. Las lamias utilizan sus afiladas garras para atacar y pueden acabar fácilmente con las defensas de un enemigo, asestándole una lluvia de golpes desde todas las direcciones. Intentarán morder a su víctima y beberse su sangre cuando ésta se encuentre débil, por lo que todo brujo que espere encontrarse con uno de estos monstruos debería ingerir antes una dosis de la poción sangre negra. Las lamias también son conocidas por sus ataques sónicos, que pueden derribar y aturdir a sus presas. Vale, polvo lunar, aceite para vampiros. Polvo lunar y aceite para vampiros. Vamos a ver si tenemos. Polvo lunar y aceite para vampiros. No sé dónde estará todo eso, pero... Polvo lunar y aceite para vampiros. Esto no, aquí están los mutágenos. Aceite para vampiros. Aquí no tenemos nada por ahora de eso. Y polvo lunar creo que tampoco. Y el glosario. Quería mirar sobre vampiros supremos. Emil Regis. Los hombres, los educados, al menos me considerarían un monstruo, un engendro que bebe sangre. Este era amigo nuestro. Saras y lamias. Vale. Aquí tenemos esto, pero claro, no sé cómo...
Black blood and moon dust. Lightsabers.
Podríamos ir por ahí o por aquí. Vamos por aquí por ahora. Aquí no hay nada, perfecto. Bien, empezamos. Vale.
You. Saw you at the inn.
Le tengo que quitar las gafas.
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
Una lamia muy interesante. Vale. Ahí está. Que te veo. Hija de puta. Wow. Y lo que vamos a hacer es meternos la magia de Queen. Vale. Te estoy viendo, chavala, sé que estás ahí. Wow. Espérate que... Lo bueno es que esto la deja parada un poco. Vale. Queen. Wow. Podrías golpearme para curar un poco de vida. Vale, gracias. Hijo de puta. Examina cada de la víctima. Vale, antes de eso, voy a quitarme las putas gafas estas, por favor. Es que, Dios mío, en serio, Gerald, te quedan fatal. O sea, os he puesto porque me ha hecho gracia al principio. Vale, sangre de vampiro, saliva de vampiro, colmillo de vampiro, mutaje en azul mayor, esto me viene bien. Para el tema de...
Stinks.
Estaba llevándose una mano, ¿no?
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins.
En la garganta, ¿sabes?
Florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Vale, encuentra a Palmerin y pídele que te lleve ante la duquesa. Pues vamos para allá. Bastante curioso, ya nos hemos enfrentado a una lamia ya de primeras. Así que... tenemos que irnos para allá. Voy a llamar a Sardinilla, que venga para acá. Ven, Bonico. Si es que viene, que se está... Madre mía. Se ha quedado atorado ahí. Venga, Bonico, va, vámonos. Por cierto, veréis que lleva un equipaje distinto al que tenía en el anterior episodio, ¿vale? Porque tengo... me he puesto el que teníamos de la ropa felina del The Witcher 3 mejorada, que más o menos es... ¿puedes subir por aquí? Ahora, madre mía, lo que le ha costado. Entonces, claro, ahora al menos tenemos un poquito de mejora en el equipo. Ese es el torneo, ¿no? Que estaban haciendo, puede ser. Aquí están de fiesta. Wow, el castillo. Qué pasada. Vamos a ver qué se está haciendo.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With innocent bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
Pues vamos a ver a la duquesa.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this. Damn it. We have to help him.
Toca ayudarle, venga.
Gotta keep it down.
Wow.
Alas, for knightly, the beast heaved its foul girth, let loose a roar, and knocked him to earth. Then down came the Witcher in one mighty bound, to give fight to the beast, its plans confound.
Cómo mola el disparo este.
Out we flamed, and thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Wow. ¿Por qué no puedo echar la magia aquí? A ver que no pienso. Bueno, sí, está como puesta más o menos, pero casi no se ve. Pues no sé cómo derrotarle. A ver si el fuego le afecta más. Wow. Vale, al menos de frente ya sabemos. Wow. Vamos a ponernos el escudo. Para curarnos un poquito. Lo bueno es que se hace daño solamente con eso. Vale, cuando se pone... Aún no hemos probado la magia, pero... Joder. Es que, wow. Pero macho, es flipante. Wow.
Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood, for nothing in this struggle can come to any good. The Witcher waited till the time was true, then 12 danced and spun, struck the monster right through.
Wow. Venga.
Like a bow who leaves at the love's first spurt, so the Witcher wooed the Selma, then its foul heart hurt.
No, no, es que ahora lo van a matar. No. Es que míralo. Es que es un manco. ¿Qué tiene que morir sí o sí? En serio, que le den por culo. Que se muera. Es que estoy hasta los cojones de que muera. El manco este. Venga, ven aquí, anda. Hala. Yo es que estoy hasta los cojones, que se quede muerto el otro. Bueno, por si acaso, vamos a guardar en uno separado. No puedo guardar en este momento. Pues nada, nada. Que le den a la bestia. Es que estoy hasta los cojones de reiniciar esto para que escriba el otro.
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help.
Ah, yo creía que moría. Joder, es que ponía estaba desangrado, no sé qué. Y yo, guau, este ya palmado. Madre mía. Pues si no se lo hubiera matado hace años, en vez de estar a tantos intentos porque me mataba el compañero.
Vivian? Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt, we must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Hace gracia como anda Geralt ahí.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian...
El vizconde Julián es Jaskier.
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence.
Lo que os conté de la pena de muerte de Jaskier.
If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Voy a citar dos cosas. Información y acceso a su laboratorio. Siento tener que contarte que una lamia ha matado a algunos guardias.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A bruxa. A kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay.
Eso me parece
Are
interesante.
the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
No siempre.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, On returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate.
Una casa para nosotros.
Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor and compassion.
La bestia está denunciando la decadencia moral.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true.
Entonces faltan dos víctimas más.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something.
Sí.
Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume.
Como la palma.
Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure.
Hay que encontrar a Milton.
Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded
Bueno, pues en
We
busca de
must
él.
call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Se está poniendo bastante interesante la trama. Yo creía que iba a tardar un poco más en indagar en todo lo que pasa, pero wow.
Your Grace!
Hijo de puta, Gerard.
What the hell? Why, I said... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Vale, parece que nuestro amigo Milton está en peligro. Me ha molado eso de que el asesino, el monstruo, tenga tenga una especie como de plan y esté matando a la gente de una forma distinta. Eso está interesante. Me recuerda un poco a los asesinatos de... ¡Wow!
Your grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Vale, vamos a hacer una pausa.